What's going on, all you GPC type people? Tug of War, your analyst here, and we're continuing our series of coach interviews with the former champion himself. He can introduce himself now.
Hello, people. Here's Scizor, aka Lars, aka coach of the Borussia Donphan, here to answer some questions, I guess.
Alright, so we did just conclude the Season 2 draft as well as the Grace Week where people got to kind of move around their teams. So, just why don't you take us through your draft a little bit and just tell everyone why you picked what you did.
Okay, let's just.
Hello? Go.
Do I just start talking about my draft now?
Yeah, just go ahead.
Okay.
Go.
Okay, first up, I drafted Victini because Victini was, of course, the one I wanted the most. That's why I drafted first, obviously. It's a very versatile mon because of, like basically all the fairy thingies are with 100 base stats overall. But the thing which Victini got, which the others don't, is the powerful weak rate, which just everybody has to prepare for. It just kills things, and yeah. Victini is the one to go for. I can make it special, I can make it defensive, I can make it everything. Next up, I was working on my course because I don't really had a draft plan which ones I wanted after that. I just knew the course I wanted, so I was working on my Fairy Dragon Steel core. And if you are working on such a core, you should get your Fairy first because there are not so much Fairies around than Dragons or Steel types. So I got my Fairy Togekiss because that's my favorite Fairy which was still around. Sylveon got already picked. I'm not a fan of Clefable. And after that, I think Togekiss is the best of the fairies. Florges may be good too, but yeah. It's Togekiss, it can flinch stuff. I know it's disgusting, but here I go picking it. After that, I was looking at the dragon to get, or at first I wanted to steal first, but there were many dragons were picked and there weren't many good choices left, so I got my dragon early, which is the Latias. Best defog in the game, very fast, strong stabs, with Draco, Psyshock and stuff. You can do weird shit with Reflect type. That's why I did go with Latias. Next, of course, the Steel. And there were many Steel types around at this point, but I was debating really hard. I was asking people from other leagues, and I was deciding for Registeel. It's a pure Steel type, which just like, it doesn't die. If it isn't a stab super effective move, it won't die from it. The next core I was working on was my Fire, Water, Grass core. I already got my Firemon in with Victini, so I was looking at the remaining defensive or at least grass types which can take a hit. And one which was like all the time flowing under my radar, I just found it recently in the draft, was Shaman. Another fairy with 100 base stats overall, bulky grass type, can do much stuff like all the fairy thingies with 100 base stats. So yeah, there's Shaman. After that, I was still left with no Mega, so I did go with a bulky Mega, which is a Water type too, which is none other than Mega Gyarados. I was facing it last season with Zarks. It's a pain to prepare for because it's so bulky, it's so strong, it can set up a GD and get even fast. So I was getting Mega Gyarados myself.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty scary. I have to say, I got swept by it in one of my matches. It's
yeah, same. Like.
It's ridiculous.
It's kind of like Mega Metagross with being so bulky and being able to set up still, but it's not as broken, but still.
Yeah, because if it had 110 base speed to start off with, then
yeah, of course.
It would be broken.
Next up, I had Helios there. I used the Grace Week to change that, but we can go after that. Basically, I wanted a fast electric type because fast electric types are very good. I had nothing to Volt Switch so far. I only had like a U-turn and Victini. So I had picked Helios because of good coverage moves with Surf, Hyper Voice, Grass Knot, and other stuff I don't know at the moment. Next up, I wanted Priority because I had an amazing amount of 0 priority so far. And the best priority I was looking out for was with Zorak. Zorak is a very great mon. Good speed, good, versatile as fuck too, with good special attack, good attack. You should know it yourself since you drafted it.
Yeah, I know. I'm really happy to get it. I haven't got to use it yet because we haven't started, but I'm really looking forward to it. And I think especially in a league format where you're able to use it as a lure for a specific Pokemon. So like one of your Pokemon is countered by X Pokemon in their team, but Zoroark beats it. It's really hard to play around that.
Yeah, the illusion stuff, it always catches me on the ladder, so I hope I can catch some other guys in the league too. But yeah, as last one, I did not have a fighting type yet, and I think the best fighting type was still around was Galate, with pretty bulky on the special side, pretty good attack. He gets the elemental punches, psychic fighting dark is very good coverage, he gets too. So, and it was fitting with the points I left, so why not Galate? So, the trade I was talking about in the Grace Week was I switched up Heliolisk for Thunderous Tea, because I had some point left, and the big thing my team was missing after all this draft and stuff was a electric immunity. People could Volt switch freely on my whole team with Helios on it, so I slapped on another fast electric type, which is immune to electric, and thankfully Thunderous Tea was still around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely looks very strong. How do you feel like you did overall with your draft?
I got close to never sniped, because I had no plan. I only plan I had was getting Vectini and then getting my course. And I like it even more than last season, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it has its flaws. Obviously, every draft has its flaws, but as long as you are aware of your flaws, I don't think that's a big problem, because, yeah, you usually should know how to play around it. One flaw I can exploit now, because it's very easy to see, is that I only have one Stealth Rocker, which is Registeel. I mean, it's a very reliable Stealth Rocker because it lives every hit, but still, it's yeah.
You don't want to have someone knowing you're bringing something every week or not bringing Stealth Rocks.
Yeah, that's right. That's the weakness I faced. I prioritized other stuff over getting another Stealth Rocker. So yeah, now I have to deal with it and see how I can do.
Yeah, definitely. I do think your draft is pretty terrifying. I definitely think it's more versatile than last year's draft, even if it's not as just straight powerful without Landorus and Excadrill.
Yeah.
But what opposing drafts do you feel like are the most scary to face?
I think you heard this before from other coaches. If not you heard probably. I doubt you heard from me. But the scariest draft around is probably one of Nacho from the Texas Savage Tauros.
Definitely.
With Mega Altaria and the Sand offense.
Mm-hmm.
Zark's draft, Kamisagan, is the first 3 months. I saw he got these 3 months in the first 3 rounds. I don't know how all of them got through to one person, but somehow it did. And yeah, now Zark has Manaphy, Mew, and Kyurem Black, and yeah, that's the thing everybody has to prepare for now.
Yeah, and he also has Corphish, which, as we all know, is absolutely brutal.
Yeah, to face. Russia with superpower.
There's nothing you can do. So, how do you feel you did last season?
I mean, last season, obviously, I won the whole thing, so I don't know how I can complain about how I competed last season. I won versus every person. The only persons I lost to in the actual league, I won versus in the playoffs. So I basically won versus everyone. The only thing which I need to work on, or better said, which I hope won't happen, I can't deny it, I got more hacks in my favor than versus me the whole season through.
Yeah.
I was not called for nothing, the luckiest player in the GPC. And yeah, I think I have something to prove in this season, that I don't need luck to be the champion.
Definitely. So looking forward to this season, who do you want to play the most?
I want to play the most? I can see who I want to beat the most.
Yeah, sure.
Obviously, I want to beat Zarks the most, because he's a cocky little bugger. He only lost to me because he was sick, of course, and he only lost to the other guy because he was sick, of course. He lost to the final 6 over Snatcher because he was unlucky, of course. And yeah, I mean, all of this is kind of true, but yeah, he is the guy which he even finds excuses before the battle even starts. So he is the one which needs not only ass working from me, but from other guys too, I think.
That sounds great. And who are you the most scared to play, if you're scared to play anyone?
I don't know anything about the new guys. So I think every battle versus one of the new guys which joins the season is a new thing. I barely seen any one of them play in a video or such. I hope I can kind of gauge their battle capabilities by the draft, but that's always very difficult. But in general, I would say Nacho, because his draft is very scary. I know he's a very competent player. I would even say that he's in general, in consistency, a better player than I am in most of the tiers. But yeah, in the league, there isn't what there isn't like you don't need to be the most consistent player. You only need once versus a person. So
And to be the luckiest, obviously.
yeah, that's my XK plan, getting lucky.
So what's your plan for this season? How well do you plan to do? I have a feeling I know the answer, but
yeah, I mean, I don't even know. Does anyone answer anything else than getting the cup?
yeah, people do, and it bugs me when people say that. They're like,
What?
it's my first time playing in the league. I'm nothing personally against any of the other people in the interviews, just so people don't crucify me. But people respond and they're like, oh, I'd be happy getting, just getting a winning record or like having a chance at the playoffs. I'm like, I understand if your preseason goal isn't to win, but like at least make it to get in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I of course want to win the whole thing. I mean, that's the reason I'm here. That's the reason I will work hard for my matches. If I just want to winning, yeah, I mean, I'm here to win. That's basically it.
Yeah.
I have no other reason to be here. Of course,
Right.
It's fun and such, but the most fun is winning.
Of course. All right, so with that, that's going to conclude our interview for the day. So I'll be see you guys around.
Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this interview and will enjoy my future battles or even the battles from others, even they are basically not as awesome as mine.
That's right, and stay tuned to the channel for more GPC content, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.